Alright? Remember October last year when I said this? How far off are we from Roces just making skins for the skates? That's coming soon, man. We've got our answer. 8 months. 8 months it took him to put a skin on a Roces, just like Valo did. Let's have a look at these things. Whoops, wrong ones. Do it again. That's not them. One more try. There you go, domestic punk. It's like ordering something from wish.com. It's about as punk as an anarchy skate. Let's have a look at the public reaction to these skates. Thought Valo would stop production. Oi, oi. I wish I had more hands so I could give them 4 thumbs down. These are horrendous. Valo, are you? Valo? Is it me you're looking for? Whack. They're just trying to sell old, dressed up as something new. Roces is the king of this. Awful. Just that. Just awful. Nickel and Dime LA will not be supporting that trash skate. That's for sure. Oh my goodness. Shops refusing. Be like, no, we're not selling that, man. Oh my goodness. That is deep. That is off the big diving board at the deep end, bombing it down, sinking to the bottom, holding your breath and staying there, mate. Deep. No. Garbage. The bin emoji. The green face about to be sick emoji, the face being sick emoji. Nope, gross looking skin. It is kind of like one of those like fake Louis Vuitton purses that you might get sold on a beach. Imagine how hard JJ laughed inside when he saw what they did. There is positive ones. It's okay. I didn't know Bobi rode Valo. Sick skates. Flame emoji, roller skate emoji. And there you go, like that is somebody who actually likes the skates, but they're still making that joke too. I mean, that's probably the way you should take these things. Shut up and take all my money. Have you got 5.8 million, mate? I think they might need it. Allegedly. Really? You bringing back the skins from a sub-brand and relabeling? Good business. Right, I know a load of people are going to jump in and be like, Roces, it was Roces, it was always Roces. The thing is, yeah, no matter who came up with the idea of putting a skin on an M12, whether it was Julio or whether it was somebody from Roces, they're absolutely synonymous with Valo. They're synonymous with Julio. Valo was a huge, huge period in rollerblading, amazing times. Like, that's a massive part of our history now. So you're naive to think that like you could do this, that's something that is associated with them, and like not get backlash. And like, yeah, like the person says, I don't think it's the greatest business idea. Like, it's almost as if you don't have your own image or your own brand identity, which is so important these days. Massive fans of Valo will still be able to find Valos, just like Solomon fans can still find Solomons. People are only going to buy these ones if they're a fan of the design. One last one, and I'm not going to put this one on the screen for a few reasons, so you're going to have to try and work it out for yourself. Basically, the person is suggesting that they would like get rid of something rather than put their feet in these skates. Oh my goodness. Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend. What does domestic punk mean? Instead of carving an anarchy sign into the wall, you've actually got it in like a really nice frame above like the pictures of the kids or something like that. Is that domesticated? Is it like if you go to work in a suit and that, but then you still got your dreadnought because you want everybody to know, yeah, I work for the man, but I take his money, I'm taking his money, that's me, mate. I'm a punk, like. You've got a cat, but you've named him Richard, hell yeah. Hopefully there's people out there that understand what that means and like it enough to have it written all over their skates. If I could have anything written on a skin, it's obviously going to be crisps, isn't it? There's a video promo to go with the thing as well. Bobi's take on street skating plays into his strengths, which is obviously like park skating, got a few launchers and ramps thrown in there, P-rail at the beginning of one line to like make it a bit more of a line. But that's intelligent, man. Like, know what your strengths are and go with that. A little bit of amplitude in there, keeps it relatively simple, but you know, that's the way to do it. Intelligent edit. Gonna dive a lot deeper into more of this Roces stuff at the end of the video, so make sure you stay around. Mesmer may be a rowdy bunch, but they're also concerned about your summer safety. That's why they've released a load of hats, and these are so good. Look at this frog one, that is superb. I absolutely love it. Even my mum really likes this one. That's it, you smashed it when the audience covers people like me and mothers. There's loads of options in there as well. You've got this red cord number, you've got the beanie that's come out finally, you've got the denim number, you've got this grey cord number with the eyes on it. Simon's got his second suede boot, looks fairly decent, and I actually think the advertising's okay on this one as well. This one's actually better. Out of the shadows, that makes sense, man. Still using the Nike font though. This is a really interesting one and a good move. Loco Skates have started up Loco Labs, which is them collaborating with brands to create unique soft goods exclusively available at Loco Skates. Starting off high with this mushroom blading tee. Kind of looks like E.T.'s psychedelic uncle or something. Like melting away there, lovely. Be really interesting to see who else they collaborate with. The dates for Blading Cup are locked in. November 4th to November 6th, 3-day event. Call up your mates, get those flights booked, get enough of you together to get a decent Airbnb. Maybe you can get one with a pool. Can you get one with a pool? I am definitely going to this one. Well, I've got to try and get the money together, but I'm definitely going to this one, probably. You can get your winter class tickets as well. Tickets, dates, info is all out there as well. Mate, I'm definitely going to this one as well. If I can raise the funds, like this is going to be some expensive couple of months around then, isn't it? Look how buzzing Danning and Levy are, mate. They're jumping off the ceiling like. Danning actually broke his ankle doing that. Mary Munez has got some new Power Slide Next 80s. I really like that colourway actually. It's a shame they just don't do my size. And as I squeeze my feet into them, I absolutely pulverise my toes out and all going all different directions and crossing over each other. All that kind of absolute madness, which I have done in the past, so maybe I will again. Also check out this little banger in a Pro Aeons. That is good, man. That is nice. They've also got the Sway All-Star 2000s, which are a nod to the old Team Thrones. Don't know if they're the most popular at the moment, but Roces have got some new skates as well. You've got the Navy Colt. I'm assuming it's a purposeful nod back to the Roces flat, although like part of the sole plate should have been black and the frame should have been white. There's only so many things you can do with colourways, isn't there? Jordan Williams has done a short promo for these ones. Definitely go and check it out. Some rowdy moves in that one. And Joe Jimenez has also done a little bit with the Jeff Howard skates. Man, some rowdy bits in there as well. Definitely go and check them both out. People are fairly big on doing what's been done before, aren't they, at the moment? Absolutely milking the nostalgia cow here, like. Get off them others. Talking of nostalgia, and I am well into this one, Eulogy are going to be bringing back the Eric Shrine wheel. Come on, man. Here's something super positive. Blading Camp. 6 days, 8 skate parks. They've got it all going on. Week 1 is July 18th to the 23rd. Week 2 is August 22nd to the 27th. These kind of things are absolutely superb and like crucial for rollerblading, so we could do with some more of these actually. So the good news is, Roces is not going anywhere. Well, I mean, apart from down in value since 2017, allegedly. That is really great news, really good to hear. Bit of a funny way to word it though. Roces is not going anywhere. It makes it sound like you're stagnant, which is not what you were trying to say, I imagine. But hey, they are here to stay. Phew. Well, I actually didn't think they were going anywhere anyway, but you know, they've confirmed it. They're hanging in there, fighting the good fight. So on Wednesday the 8th of June, Roces posted up a statement in regard to the news that had been floating around the previous week. It got a fair bit of positive reaction as well, and a few people making suggestions for them. Let's work on the cutie, please. Are you trying to bury them? Rumour has it they're hemorrhaging money, and you want them to bring back the cutie. How much money did that make them before? New Aeon competitor. Is that Big John's bookies? Yeah, I'd like to put my life savings on the USD Aeon absolutely pulverising the Roces cutie. Yeah, absolutely all of it. Mate, if I can find any spare change down the side of the couch this evening, I'm going to put more on. But not everyone was convinced by their statement.
Let's break it down.
In the past week, we've seen rumours going around about the company being on sale and on the edge of being closed. What absolute rascal said it was closing? That'd be terrible news, man. Not only for like Roces employees, the pros, the AMs, but also the industry, man. Roces play their part in like bringing people into rollerblading. They also offer like a skate fit that works for some people as well, and they like it. Should be a right stinker. Like, I don't want them to disappear. We would like to ensure you all that after 70 years of glorious work, Team Roces 96, 97, absolutely glorious. Julio, Tom Fry, Rene, Cesar, Don Everett, Arlo, and loads more. Very powerful. Face the music era Roces. No argument from me. Glorious. Philip Albert lobbing Peter Schmeichel type glorious. They had a super strong aesthetic and it felt like a real movement. Velo era Roces. Oh, glorious for sure. Mate, monumental, man. Waking up thinking it's Monday It's Sunday. Hype, glorious. However, has it actually been 70 years of pure glory? I'm not so sure. Joe Atkinson leaving, that's the opposite of glorious. Martin Danning leaving, not so glorious. Bit of an odd situation as well, actually. Levy Van Rijn leaving, not glorious for Roces, glorious for Mesmer. Julio Vallo leaving, not very glorious for Roces, absolutely glorious and pivotal probably for rollerblading as a whole, just my opinion. And if you believe these sales figures, 2017 to 2020 wasn't so glorious either. So mostly glorious, or like 65-35 in favour of glorious. I think glorious is just like a weird word choice again. Maybe just like 70 years of sound work. 70 years of hard work. We would like to assure you all that after 70 years of hard work, we are here to stay. Roces is not going anywhere. That last line is definitely a little bit ambiguous. Maybe just like get shifted at, end on a high note, we are here to stay. To reiterate, good. I'm glad they're not going anywhere, man. I don't want to see rollerblading lose another brand. But as a consumer and as a massive fan of rollerblading, I was really hoping for a more direct, stronger rebuttal. Not everyone was convinced. People thought it was a non-answer. It didn't address the rumours. Their point of view was like, you can be for sale, you can actually even be sold, and you can still like go nowhere. They didn't explicitly say, we are not for sale. It wasn't really strong enough. They were kind of like skirting around it. Just get stuck in there, just going, you're chatting absolute rubbish. Or release a video, somebody smashing a sale sign and going, what a load of tripe, man. Nils headbutting a sale sign. Come on. You're telling me Ilya wouldn't have done something funny with a sales sign? Come on, that would have been absolute gold. Typically from the mergers and sales that I've experienced before, you get told, oh, the company's being bought or it's up for sale. Don't worry, everything's going to remain the same. You'll keep your job. Things are continue as normal. Then after like a period of review and reconciliation, like things are then adjusted. Briggs had this to say, which I've also experienced. If these sales figures are to be believed, I'd welcome the sale or a private equity investor coming in. I'd welcome a change of direction if it meant the brand surviving. It doesn't have to be negative. Try something new. A new injection of ideas, energy, new marketing, new management, more money. That's what it needs. Look what happened when Vallo came in. That was amazing, man. People have said it feels like a panicked response. It feels like damage control to like stop a potential buyer leveraging a better deal out of the thing. I mean, it kind of also feels like somebody, as an individual maybe, has taken it very personally, like it's a reflection of them doing a bad job or something like that. I mean, it could genuinely be to diffuse the rumours. But why not come out and be way more concise? Just go, we are not for sale. We are here to stay. Bang, like 2 lines and that is it, done. I mean, the day after, they dropped a teaser for Bobi's new skate. Why didn't you just do that? A real show of strength. Just come in there, say nothing, don't even address it, ignore it, because you know what, if it's not true, why bother even talking about it? Bang, there's a new skate by the way, suck on that. It blows my mind. Bobi's skate must have been planned like ages ago, 6 months, maybe even a year ago, and you would have had a schedule, like it's going to release on his birthday. So you've had that penned in, and you're thinking, oh yeah, should we squeeze this other kind of half-hearted, not really answering the like rumours response the day before? Why? Sack it off, mate. Take a day off. Go to the beach or something. Bang! Drop the skate. You should have just been like, here's what's really for sale. Should have made a video coming out like all somber like, unfortunately, yes, Roces is for sale. The new Roces Bobi number, like. Wait, there is just so much you could have done in this situation. If those rumours are completely untrue, nothing to believe there, this was a gift. It was an absolute gift of a marketing opportunity. That's like somebody coming to me and being like, well, hey Tom, the rumour, the views are down, mate. You're not making any money off this rubbish. But then me knowing that I've got a video coming of me gunging Joe Atkinson and Sam Croft at the same time, but then like panicking and going, oh, don't worry about it, my views are okay. Nah man, I would have said nothing and then released that gunge video on you and tell me like, that would have got some serious views. Like on the opposite side of that, and anybody being cautious would be like, well actually yeah, you know what, you can still release the skate because that would have been planned for ages. Like we'll just go through those motions anyway. They could still be for sale. They could still be like in debt and in a little bit of bother. What's also not playing in their favour is the public responses to comments. Like Martina Marsh, like the Roces team manager, is passionate to a fault, man. She gets in there and she sticks it to people, like, which I get, man, and like sometimes I do find that pretty amusing, man. I can get behind sticking it to some people, but the thing is, yeah, when you represent somebody else, when you're kind of speaking on behalf of a brand or a company that doesn't have that image, Roces is not edgy. You can't then be going around acting edgy because it reflects badly on them. Again, it just makes the whole situation look a bit panicked. It all starts out when J Bones says, "What's the rumour? You guys are on sale. It's in Italian newspapers." I mean, he could have worded it slightly differently, have been like, "Oh, this newspaper says you're for sale, like, are you for sale or not? That's just what I want to know." Martina strikes back with a little bit of sass. "You paid the subscription to read the full article of a journalist," quote marks by the way, "that's not a professional journalist." Proper sassy, man. Sasquatch levels sassy. Still, ducking the point. J Bones is back in action, so explain the misinformation then, because I'm not seeing how a sale with a specific number can be misconstrued. Sticking with the sass attack, Martina's back in. Pay the subscription and read the full article at least. If you trust the source, which I won't, at least get the full info before getting an opinion about it. A little bit confusing. You say you don't trust this source of information, but you want this guy to pay a journalist who you don't think's even a journalist and put money in his pocket to read the rest of the article and get more information, do more research, but then you don't trust it. So what's the point? And you're saying at least read it all and do your research, but if that's wrong, that's totally pointless. Just give him the answer. J Bones pretty much says that. Then Ian from Tampa taps in. "We have a new entry, man. We've got a new player. Why does she owe you a full explanation? Pipe down." Yeah, she probably doesn't owe him a full explanation, but she did engage with the comment to start with. And also, it might look quite good for Roces if she did. If she conducted herself just a little bit more differently, like a little bit less sassy. You can still be cheeky. You can definitely be cheeky, just a bit less sass. And then give them information. Or send him on a wild goose chase like they have been doing. Martina's back. "I'm only pointing out how inconsiderate it is being so strongly opinionated on something that's not fully researched on. You're on sale, it's in the news. Without even fully read the news seems a bit much for me. Without mentioning is on one paper, not multiple." It's a tricky situation. Yeah, one article has posted this, right?
Plus a site with sales figures.
That's all the information that is available. So the research kind of stops there, but you're expecting him to do more, but then in the same pace, you're not giving him the answer he wants. Let's just agree, yeah. He's gone about it in a bad way, but you're still not giving him the answer. You're the holy grail of research and information about Roces, really, although it's still only one side. So he's coming to you. There's a bit more back and forth.
To me, to you.
It all looks like it's going to spiral completely out of control and descend into chaos, but then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, 1984 arrives. Graces us with his presence, some sort of like mediator almost. It's a little bit long, so I'll try and summarise some of it. Like, he's basically saying he thinks that like Martina's actually come across far more aggressive in this interaction. He also says that the post is a bit vague and explains nothing about the situation. Uncertainty creates confusion, and he offers an alternative. Instead of getting defensive, maybe just give an actual response. Because at the moment, it just looks like you're arguing with a customer. He ends with pretty much saying he takes the news with a pinch of salt anyway. You should walk around with a little blue bag from Salt and Shakes. Just take everything with a little pinch of salt. It's good advice for life and just like everything really. After a bit of back and forth, Roces' official comment, which I actually think is Martina anyway, just from a different account. "This post is for ensure exactly that. Orders will be fulfilled, production is still on, and the company, it's not going anywhere." Why didn't the actual post say that? And you've still answered the question anyway. Like, is it for sale or not? This is not the first time these kind of public interactions have happened. I've seen it before where they've been dropping clown emojis on their potential customers, which is like pretty hilarious, man. I definitely laugh when they do that. But also, you're not Poundland Bandit, man. It doesn't really suit your image. You're meant to be professional. You're meant to be like really broad, you know, like family friendly. You can't be dropping clown emojis on people. What's interesting about this is Roces' recent move to put a warning in each one of their posts. Keep the comments respectful. Hateful, unrelated and disrespectful comments won't be tolerated. It's a little bit ironic to call a skate domestic punk too, because you've already been punk before, but then have a statement like that. Mike Schmidt even commented, Nothing more punk than censorship. Again, ironically, Bobi posted asking where the hate was. Which one do you want? It seems his personality is acting like he's the most hated, where I think it's just that some people are unbothered. If you're just hiding people's comments, they're not really gonna learn, are they? They're just gonna think, oh, this one person or this brand doesn't like what I'm saying. I'm sure there's loads of other people who agree with me. Also, like on the flip side of it, they could actually see it as a game and be like, oh right, they don't like this, or I'm gonna go full ham trying to get loads of comments in and just spam all your stuff because they know it's like annoying you. Like, it's much better to give them that freedom of speech, let them go on there, and then the community react, and you'll see like a far bigger reaction of people going like, oh, that's out of order, having a word with them. Decisions like that feed into the narrative that something's afoot here. A recent and topical example of what to do is USD. Their marketing campaign got so much stick. Everybody was giving them a jab from left, right, centre. Didn't know where the next comment was coming from. What did? They just ploughed on, man. They just carried on with it. They just took it on the chin, man. And that is the best way to do it. Like, this kind of reaction is making USD look brilliant. Like, one thing I was thinking about was the fact that like these articles haven't come from within rollerblading. Somebody's not just made these up. We're talking about like other sources of information. One website with figures, another website saying that it's for sale. Like, what is their angle? If it's not true, what is their angle? Are they just trying to like get people on their page? Like, is Roces that important that like, oh my god, people are gonna flood to this, pay this guy the euro or whatever it is to read the rest of that article? I don't know, but say we take Roces as the most trustworthy source, which we probably should do in this situation. They've still not answered the question that like the article has brought up. Are you for sale? Is that what's going on? Like, seems the figures are going down. Maybe you are in a bit of debt. You do need a little bit of help. Like, so what exactly is going on? It seems like there's a lot of forward movement with other brands in terms of like marketing, growth, and just generally what they're doing. There's a lot of noise around them. Until this release, and even considering this release, there's not been that much noise from Roces either, man. So this brings up these questions. What's going on? They didn't really have a presence at the Blading Cup. Obviously Niels was there, but apart from that, it felt a little bit empty. They didn't really have a presence at Fees or NL. It does seem a little bit stagnant, or like something is going on. So you can't blame people for like, you know, wondering, is there something going on? I really hope they're not in trouble and this skate was like an attempt to like, you know, put things on a better course. Oh my goodness, pray it's not. The house is on fire, what are we gonna do? Oh, I don't know, wood puts out fire, doesn't it? Yeah, put some more wood on it. Ah, well, give me that can of links. Oh, that didn't work. Tell the flames they can't be hot. I do not want rollerblading to lose a brand. I understand the importance of having all different types of brands because that's going to bring in all different types of people. It's good for marketing, it like extends our reach, all these kind of things. I'm not naive enough to believe that, yeah, just get rid of them. Oh, I didn't like they did with that skate. Yeah, get rid of them. Then I only want there to be one brand, or I only want there to be two brands. Like, totally, that's so stupid, man. But yeah, believe what you want.
Watch.
Robbie Pitts' new edit is absolutely fantastic, man. This first trick is unbelievable, proper bonkers. Got me straight away. I was like, oh my god, what is going on? This is insane. It's called Skate Hard 3000. That is such a good name. Really good editing in there. It's like a
video game.
Kind of similar to Full Spiral, you know, there's really bright colours, lots of action going on, lots of crazy fast cuts, really creative tricks. I love the way that Robbie skates, really like rollerblade centric tricks, really focusing in on like what the blades can do, what your body can do with the blades on. I absolutely love it, man, and I think it's just another smasher, exactly like Full Spiral. Shorter than Full Spiral this time, which is a shame. I really wish it was like a little bit longer. But I mean, hopefully there's more projects like this to come soon. Oh mate, definitely go and see this one. I reckon this is probably my favourite video actually. Chance of Rain 4. I'm not even on the screen for this one because I don't want to ruin any of it. From the
VX
God, Carter LeBlanc, and Derek Brown did a bit of filming and editing as well. Oh my goodness, this is just so good. It's actually a little bit of a hybrid video because there's rollerblading and skateboarding. You've got Neil Christensen in there, you've got James Truitt, Carter LeBlanc, Josiah Billy, oh my goodness, Dustin Spangler, Derek Brown, Alex Sams, Avery Christensen. It is off the scale, it is off the Ricky tick, man. Me chatting about it is not going to do it the justice it deserves. Go and watch the film, man. It's just got this beautiful feeling to it. Feels really raw, feels really close to the action, feels like a really good, like, core rollerblading and skateboarding video. It's almost an hour and 15 minutes long, but it is worth booking out the time, or maybe just watch it in chunks. But like, better to watch the whole thing in one go. How often do you get an hour and 15 minute long rollerblading video these days? Very rare, man. And I think that also plays into that like warm kind of familiar feeling of like when rollerblading videos used to be this long back in the day, and they were really something special. The skating is so good as well. Really inspiring, so much creativity in there, so much style, just like hammy numbers as well. There's some ridiculous skating with chains and all sorts.
Listen.
Up on Jump Street Podcast was the champ, Witzemann. And mate, he's a good lad, isn't he? He's a top lad, he's got his head screwed on. Go and watch his interview and listen to what he's saying. He knows what he's talking about. It's really good to like hear somebody have like quite a clear vision, clear idea of what they want to do, be so level-headed and just be like bang up for skating. And plus he's really good. And that's your lot. Thank you so much to my Patreons. I really appreciate your support. Your names are up on the screen there now. If you want to join them, there's a link below in the description. Here's another video you can watch if you enjoyed this. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It really helps me out, and I see you again pretty soon, I reckon. Spotty dog.